girls in sporting land. This is JPC. I am the OCF, that is the outlaw of college football, and you are the home of the Common Joe and Common Silly in the know, even more so than all those media talking heads. Now, getting right to it, I'm going to jump right into this, get this out there, because came to me. Like I said, I'll be in the middle of doing whatever I'm doing, like tonight. Driving around at 11:54 p.m. It's almost tomorrow. And an epiphany comes to me because I watched a buddy of mine by the name of Officer Tatum, great podcast, and my friend Justin Walker has a podcast as well called Couz's Corner, that's spelled Couzs Corner. Great podcast. Today he's doing a podcast on the transgender swimmer that won the female chicken dinner. Yeah. Boy, oh boy. It just infuriates me, man. It infuriates me because, you know, when you stand up against this kind of crap, they try to shout you down with labels like bigot and racist and all that stuff, knowing good and damn well that you're neither. But they say it because they don't want you to have a difference of opinion or to out them for their obvious wrongs. And this is an obvious wrong, man. Let me tell you something. There's no such thing as transgender. Now, they're going to get really pissed off about me saying that. But I don't give a damn. Because we all know it's a bunch of hocus pocus. We all know it's horse shit. But yet we continue to let it happen. And now you're going to let them compete against other women? Really? Look, man, I have no problem with the fact that you are homosexual. And that's what you are. And that's what you need to own. You don't need to try to cover it up. Are you ashamed of being homosexual? Well, you know what that makes you, Mr. Transgender? Fake? Mr. Fake? Because there's no such thing as transgender. What that makes you is homophobic. And you're a homosexual. Which makes you 10 times worse than anybody that's really homophobic, that's straight. Because you're homophobic against your own sexuality. That makes you a coward. You're a coward, Mr. Transgender, Mr. Fake. This is the last time I'm going to say it. Transgender does not exist. It's a made-up word. It'd be like me saying gobblestein, and that being a word, me putting a definition on it. Bottom line, it's cowardice. All it is a homosexual man that wants to be a woman so bad, man. He wants another man to love him so bad that he wants to say that he's a woman and he can compete in women's sports. And he wants to win at something so bad that he has to drop down and compete at a level where he knows he has an unfair advantage. Not a talent advantage, an unfair advantage, which means that you're not really that talented. You're not really that talented, son. You're not. You were like 400th in the men swimming? And so you decided to drop down and compete with women? And that'd be like a 17-year-old basketball player that wasn't really good at basketball decide he's going to drop down and play against a bunch of 5th graders. That's what that's like, man. Oh, no, that's different because they're just a different age. No. What you're saying is that if you're born with a penis or a vagina, that you can declare yourself as a man or a woman, even though you're not a man or a woman. You're whatever sex you were born. If you're born with a penis or a vagina, if you're born with a penis, you're a man. And you can go get a sex change, but you're still going to have the bone density of a man. So you'll always have those inherent abilities that are unfair for you to compete against other females in sports. It's just cowardice, man. How can y'all do that, man? How can y'all live with yourselves? People out there that are declaring themselves men or women and then competing. You don't never see a woman that declares herself a man competing in a man's sport because she'll get her ass handed to her. These people are homosexual men. And that's it. Just be happy with being homosexual and being a skittle shitter or whatever it is that you are. But don't try to take something from somebody else and when you got an unfair advantage on them. That'd be like me boxing a guy with one arm. Oh, no. That's was that that's special needs sports. That's Special Olympics. No. I'm declaring myself Special Olympics, or I'm gonna declare myself a dog. I'm gonna go out there in the park, and I'm gonna drop my drawers in front of your 75-year-old grandmother, and take a shit right next to her while she's sitting on the bench in the park, because all of a sudden I decide I'm a dog. I know I wasn't born like a dog, and I don't look like a dog, but I'm a dog. So it means I can run around naked, and I can take shits in parks, right? That's what that's like it's doing, man. Just like, just like I was talking about with the age thing. All of a sudden I decide, you know what? I'm not 17 anymore. I want to be 8 years old again. Even though I don't look 8 years old, but I'm 17, but in my mind, I feel like I'm 8. That's what y'all are doing. Oh, I got a penis, but I'm a woman. I'm not a homosexual man either. I'm not a man. I'm not a straight male. I'm not a homosexual man. I'm a woman. Even though I hadn't even had a surgery, I'm a woman. Just like a 17-year-old guy. I'm 8 years old. I want to go back and compete in elementary basketball. It's horseshit, man. It's horseshit. And the people that allow it to happen, y'all are worse cowards than they are. Y'all should have your ass beat. Seriously, I don't know what else to say, but you should have. Man, that's wrong, man. These women have been fighting for equal rights their whole lives, and women are on the same stage as men in a lot of sports like MMA and women's tennis and stuff, and they're getting paid. Now all of a sudden, men are going to come and take it away from you again. They're just going to come in under the guise that they're a woman, even though they got a jack in the box. That's all I got to say about that. All I want to come here and say is that y'all are bottom line. All y'all are. There's no such thing as that. I'm not even going to say that word anymore. There's no such thing as that word. You're homosexual men that were not good enough to compete in your sport. You weren't good enough. That's all. It's no big deal. Just move on and do something else like the rest of us. Homosexual man that can't come to grips that he's got a penis and he wants to win at sports so bad that he'll take advantage of a disadvantage, an unfair advantage. Just can't get out. It can't get out of my head, man. It's just really, really pissing me off. So let's just end it with that. Y'all need to come to grips with the fact that you're a homosexual man and you just weren't good enough to compete in your chosen sport. So move on and compete in something that you can actually be good at and it be a fair thing. And with that, I'm going to get off here. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And as always, KMCA to all the other teams.